Run for cover, y'all. The nigga Annunakis have returned. No Neanderthals and no Cro-Magnon Neanderthals are safe on the street. Leave to the cave immediately. You nigga Anunnaki look mad as hell, y'all. I want y'all to know this. Yeah. Black power is the truth hour with General Sarasu Seti kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasu Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. I want the members link for the membership right down in the video description. Is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculum, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing course. You can get a preview just by clicking that link right over there in the chat. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where the brothers meet once a week discussing very vital, important, powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Get on over there, check it out, get a preview, family, become a brother, become a member today. That's right, ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for you, family. I know you're going to like and love. Make sure you get over there, check out that catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Everybody know the General got the pop in his page on Patreon by far. We already got that work sitting over there right now. I want you to go on over there and get it. Let me drop. We got that Ishmael. Yeah, I heard the Muslim. And motherfucker done wrapped up his prayer rug, took his kufi, put it on in one of them damn FedEx boxes and mailed that motherfucker on back to Ali Muhammad and yeah, took his prayer rug, throwed it up in the attic, is over with. That's right, we got some more fire too. What else? We got the other one. Let me drop the other one in there that we got 5. We talking about the electric, what is it? Electric melanin? I believe so. I believe it's the electric melanin. Shit. Where it at? Let me drop it down in here for you, family. There you go, right there. Boom. There you go, right there. Let me get it on in there for you. It's up there right now. It's 5. Both of them up there. Electric melanin and the explosive black mind. Both of them up there. Do not hesitate to get that work. To all the family out there, donate to the General. I thank you. Appreciate you. For those that would like to donate, the link is right there in the chat. Click it, donate, and I thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. Coming hard. You feel me? Because it's that time, it's that season. Minds is open for, information along the lines. People is talking about, the black aliens and things of that nature. And I'm all right with it. Let's talk about it. You see what I'm saying? We're going to break it down, the esoterical understanding of this, and I breaks this shit down for you so you can have a proper understanding that is more realistical than what you think. But some of you niggas, y'all like the mystical, magical aspect of it. That's just to draw you in. That ain't for you to, you know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking about this because it's hard for you niggas to understand because you're illogical. You're illogical. You don't have the proper logic to understand this when we talking about black divinity. That's just like back in when our ancestors was on the plantation. They used to sing the what's this song? Let me get it for you. I'm gonna tell you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna sing it for you, if you don't mind. You feel me? I'm gonna swing this motherfucker for you. You understand? Our ancestors used to sing this. Where it at? Let me see if they got the lyrics on here. God damn it, say what it say? Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. They was esoterically singing, nigga. Y'all niggas is stupid. I love it, but I like stupidity. Because that's where I can I got to deal in teaching ignorant niggas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying everybody, but when you, and I could tell a motherfucker over and over again, and that just let you know. And I have this, it's an amazing teacher. You see? And so our ancestors be out in the fields, and they out there singing. Swing low, sweet chariot coming for. They ain't thinking no goddamn chariot coming out. They niggas will be up there looking for the chariot, and our family will be halfway to goddamn Virginia, some fucking where, and yo still there looking chariot. Yeah, I gotta teach that way, man, because you be thinking like, yeah, you illogical, motherfucker. I done told y'all time and time again. When you take something, you give it, it could be your aspirations. It could be astrological characteristics. You know, people keep talking about the Annunaki coming back. This is seasons of our Christ consciousness. It ain't got none of the goddamn planet, fool. That's what y'all, but you can't understand the esoterical understanding of it because y'all niggas trapped in that box that Neanderthal got you in. That's all. That Neanderthal got your brain in a shoebox, and you cannot get out of it for nothing in the goddamn world. You see, and so I had to explain that. Goddamn it, swing low, sweet chair, Nibiru coming forth to carry me home. They say Nibiru, you make up, you know, whatever you make it sound good to you. You see what I'm saying? And we talk in code, and we explain ourselves in code and mystery text and mystery language and things of that. And we'll let the logical niggas sit there while we on our way up out this bitch. We let all you little logical niggas, you understand what I'm saying, who cannot think outside of the parameters of the white man's consciousness or unconsciousness. You see, and while we on our goddamn way to freedom, you still up there looking up for the chariot. You see, you still looking up for the Nibiru down here, nigga. The hell you talking about? Nibiru is liberation, nigga. But you anthropomorphize it. You see, you apply, you give it astrological definition. You understand what the aspirations of the people, so that their aspirations is not foiled by you loose lip logical niggas that don't know how to keep y'all motherfucking lips closed. You see, so they say, yeah, that nigga, and we can see him. Yeah, I don't know what they singing about, master, but I think they talking about the chair. Yeah, he's telling. You understand? That's how you have to do it. You had to put some goddamn mystery out here on these niggas and watch them go to, they talking about the chariot master. Yeah, motherfucker, you over there talking, nigga. Walkie talkies. That's why we had to be esoterical in our language and codified in the things that we speak. But in the essence of that, we most definitely can manifest a particular teaching that'll show that everything that they talking about is African any goddamn way, is of the black essence any goddamn way. Because when we talking about Mesopotamia, which we're gonna talk about today, we're gonna get a marathon. We're gonna put truth, you understand, and there's somebody to overturn it. I'm gonna see how powerful you is when we put it down today. Because when we talking about the Sumerians, you feel what I'm saying? And you know, as I was taught, we got great kings of Egypt. Sumer-Ket. Did y'all know the king Sumer-Ket? Yeah, so you got Sumer-Ket. You got, you know, many of the great kings of Mesopotamia according to the Bible. Even Nimrod. We ain't even talked about Nimrod. Everybody want to talk about the Anunnakis, and yeah, we want to talk about, you know, but we have not talked about the great black figures of that civilization and surrounding civilization that prove 1,000, 1,000,000% that these were black people. When we talk about Nimrod, son of Cush, you see people go in there, y'all take the mystical magic. Oh man, that ain't true. It ain't supposed to be true, nigga. And that just show me every time you that said it, that nigga, it ain't supposed to be true, nigga. The story ain't true, but the essence of the story is true. Just because somebody put an esoterical tale together, you see, it is the many time high gems and jewels that, you know, the Mudang mind, because they know you Mudang. When you hear motherfuckers say, oh, it ain't logical, that's the Mudang. He's saying, man, you know you ain't gave me the keys, Sadie. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't give me the keys, so I'm oblivious to what you're saying. Could you help me out, brother? You know, you way above my head. Could you help me out, brother? You know, could you put it A, B, C, D? You know, I can't go above that, you know? And so, yeah, you know, this is why they put it together, because in essence, you know, they know a lot of people's out here is not all, and when you know, not necessarily wanting to be no goddamn intellectual when it comes to certain aspirations. You could be the most educational nigga and still won't get free. You'll be comfortable being educated on the plantation. You still won't get free. You'll be the most logical nigga out there on the plantation, but you still will not get free. So what is that? You know? And so we're talking about this planet that they call Nibiru, the Nibiru, and we'll break that down. We'll get off into some of the etymology, but today we want to be clear that this is coming from a black civilization. And many of these gods and deities is nothing but Egyptian, you know, revisions. You feel me? Coming up out of the Nile Valley. Yeah, the story may change just a little bit, you know, and it may, but the essence of the story is the same. And a lot of these Neanderthals, you know, they didn't add it on too, but nevertheless, once we get down to the root of the story, then they don't have no access to be able to be a storyteller of nothing to have to do with black divinity, nothing at all, okay? And so now when we talk about Sumeria, Mesopotamia, many different names, Babylon and things of that nature, this is dealing with the Cushites, okay? We're dealing with the Cushites. Even when you talk about Elam, nobody talk about the immortals, what today they call Persia, but the immortals. If you watch the movie, the 300, is that what it is? I believe it was the 300, where you see the immortals and then they made them disfigured. You see what's popping out there, family? Yeah, so they made them disfigured and shit, but these was the black woolly head immortals that was on the walls at Persepolis. You see, that was constructed by ancient Egyptian architects that were carried off by canvases. You see, that was carried off by canvases over to build Persepolis. So they didn't even, you know, they depended heavily on the technology of ancient Egypt. But when we talk about in the Bible, when we talking about Sumeria, we're talking about Nimrod. Okay. Matter of fact, I got some. Do I got something up here with Nimrod? I do. Let's put this up here. Let's put this up here. I don't think that's it. Okay, that ain't it. Hold on. I think okay, I did. I put it right there. That's what I did. Let me clap out of there. Okay. Okay. So we got it up here. Yeah, looking good up there. There you go. So when we talking about it, said in 1 Chronicle 1:10, it says Cush, father Nimrod. Cush. In the beginning, if you go down Genesis 10:10, right up under it, you will see the beginning of his kingdom was Babylon, Erech, Akkad, Calneh, and in the land of Shinar, which they call Sumer. So he was the one that found it was Cush. And a lot of people, you be listening to these fabricated stories where they tried to make Sumeria older than Cush, which in Egypt, which is not true. Even based on the Bible, goddamn it, Nimrod was the son of Cush. You see, and it says in Genesis, right up under it, Genesis 10:8-1, Cush father Nimrod, he was the first on earth to be a mighty man. In the Septuagint says he was a giant. Okay, so that he was also a Nephilim. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore, it is said, Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord, or the giant hunter before the Lord. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, Calneh, in the land of Shinar. Okay, and so what are we saying here? We know that this is a Cushite people. You see, when we talk about the Anunnakis, and we talking about they were depicted as a Cushite people. Let me see if I get Cush and Rissatham. Let me see if we get Cush and Rissatham up in here. So we can show these Mesopotamians, these Sumerians, you know, and this is the area where Abraham came out of. You see right there, here we go, right there. You're talking about Judges 3:8 right there. That's what it says. Therefore, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of Cushan Rissathim, king of Mesopotamia. Okay, king of Mesopotamia. So this is the depictions of the Anunnaki. See, so we have to understand everything ain't gonna be, you know, quote unquote historical in that sense, because the mystery of mythology is also history. You see, some of the most powerful history is the mystery, the mythology of the people. It is more profound than any history book. The various religious fables and things of that nature. So you must also go there. You feel me? You must also go there. And so even there, you see Judges 3:10. It says the spirit of the Lord was upon him, and he judged Israel. He went out to war, and the Lord gave Cushan Rissathim, and that theme at the end is symbolic that he was also a Nephilim, that he was also a giant, king of Mesopotamia, into his hand, and his hand prevailed over Cushan Rissathim. So that show you right there that Assyria, Chaldea, all of these areas were originally a black populated society. It was founded by Cushite people, you see, and that when we talk about this Annunaki, when we talk about you know, the stories of Nibiru and all of this, we understand that it's a allegory. We understand that it is a fable, but there's also spiritual truth also embedded inside of it. So we had to look at that. And just like we were singing Swing Low Sweet Chariot, coming forth to carry me home. The peoples is totally using, you know, allegory to express hidden, you know, aspirations that they don't always speak out in the open. So you got to be aware of that. You see, you got to be aware of that, because at the end of the day, where motherfuckers, you know, because you don't have the power to teach in a particular field, a lot of people get disgruntled, and you know, they become, you know, angered by that fact, and you know, they can't contain themselves. But you know, understand that, you know, the consciousness, the Christ consciousness, is what they speaking about. And when we talk about, you know, heaven as in heaven on earth, they say Egypt was designed like the cosmos, that all the temples and tombs and, you know, and pyramids in ancient Egypt were aligned to magnificent and highly venerated stars and constellations of the heavens. And so that's why they say Egypt is heaven on earth. And not only was it aligned, but specific days that revered the rising of a particular star, that when it rose, it would align to certain chambers in tombs and temples and pyramids in Egypt. And when it'll come in and hit a prophecy right on the wall. You see what I'm saying? I was there. I seen it. God damn it, where in the solstices, where on the solstice, the rising of the sun on the solstice would come in and hit the holy of holy of many of the tombs in ancient Egypt. They were the one that perfected that, where architecture and astronomy and astrology had been, you know, wound together and bounded. And that's what I mean, how many sciences that it takes to create these type of high technological civilization. You're not going to do that by chance. Either you went to school in Egypt, goddammit, to get it, or an ancient African went there and established it. But ain't no way you just going to up and come up with that. You see? And so, you know, they were aligned to, you know, to the stars. They were aligned to the stars, and you would see, you know, like I say, it would come in and hit the holy and light it up. Light it up. The whole temple is dark, but the holy of holies is lit, and it would light. And it says, God is in his holy temple. God is in his holy temple. And so when we talk about the Annunaki, when we talk about Nibiru, we understand it, that is an astrological interpretation of a consciousness. Yes, we see in Dendera, we see ourselves, you know, as icons of particular stars and constellation, but it's only a reflection of us on the planet. Don't get caught up there. The chariot is coming forth to take you home is your consciousness. God damn it. The Nibiru that they say is coming back is your consciousness. The Annunaki, that's the Christ consciousness. Return of the dragon that's coming back is your consciousness. Ain't nothing out there coming. It's just saying that in particular areas of the galaxy in which we go into a height, sometimes we go into a low. You see, that's what they got the yugas in the Hindu great year, 24,000 years. You got the ascending, you got the descending, 12,000, I believe it's 12,500 years descending, 12,500 years ascending. You see? And so when we talk about the golden age, the Satya, you see, we coming into that. We're coming into the golden age. We's on the cusp of the golden age. That's based on our consciousness. Okay, so when we say these things, we love it. I love it. And people like, they get called like, man, what are they talking about? You don't know. And you don't need to know, because if your ass had the spark, you would goddamn know. And so we'll drop a seed on you. Maybe you can go in, after the video, maybe you go in there and water that seed. Take it and go do some research. You feel me? But all what they talking about is Memnon was also come out of, he's one in the Greek mythology where they said that Memnon, the king of Ethiopia, established Susa over there next to Babylon, Elam, and this is the area where the immortals come out of, the Ethiopian, the woolly-headed black immortals of Persia. So all that area is us, and we know our peoples is not stupid, because if they aligning architecture to the stars, it ain't just no myth. They use myth, but there's also astronomy there, which is meaning that there's exact calculations, meaning this is science and spirituality. So don't be no damn fool. You get caught up in the allegories. You understand what I'm saying? There's an essence of truth that we are also aligned to these stars. And when they come in, then our energy, you see, our energy will vibrate at a higher rate. You see what I'm saying? These elements in our body, you understand, going to vibrate at a higher rate. And it's going to be easier for us to come into the higher consciousness. Where in certain areas of the galaxy, that the elements in our body might vibrate at a lower rate. And so it's much harder, especially for motherfuckers that not only, it might be hard for motherfuckers who are aware to come to a higher consciousness. You see, they're gonna have to go deeper than they ever thought they would have to go. But that's all right. That's what you have to do. You understand what I'm saying? But when we reach that certain area of the galaxy where we, the energy will be much higher, and for us to connect to the conscious, it will be much easier. And this is what we call the golden age. This is when they're gonna say the Anunnakis is coming back, that Nibiru is coming back, but it ain't gonna be, it's gonna be here, heaven on earth, so as above, so below. Quit looking out there, fool. That's just that's I have fun with niggas like that. Yeah, Nibiru coming back, swing low, sweet chariot coming forth to carry me home. Nibiru, swing low, sweet Nibiru coming forth to carry me home. The Anunnaki is gonna return. And so you could believe that goddamn Neanderthal, he worried about these Anunnakis down here. That's who he worried about. That's why he got all this operation of miseducation all over the TV, all over the fucking radio. He more worried about the Anunnaki down here than he is up there. You could believe that. You can believe that. So family, I ain't even touch, but it's going to be a marathon. I got some 5 videos I want to put out there. I got some 5 videos I want to put out there for your family. And we're going to come right black. We're going to do it. We're going to do it to the death tonight. Hit that. I got that file on Patreon. I don't know what you're waiting on. I'm going to put some more up there. I don't know what you're waiting on. Get on over there and get that hot soul food. You feel what I'm saying? Go on over there and eat. Get full on the wisdom. I'll be right black. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Wait a minute. Let me put this one on here before I get out of here. I want y'all to hear this. Listen to me, family. Listen.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. If you only knew the power of the dark side.
If you only
knew the power
of the dark side.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
I'll be right black, family. This is General Sarasun said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.